Hello, Capricorn. We are going to do your 2022 Outlook reading. This is going to be a general message for all viewers who watch this video under the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, look to your 7th and 10th house placements for additional messages. The 7th house typically talks about like marriage and partnerships. 10th house is primarily career. But before we get started, I do want to make something very clear. I want you to know that you are in control of your own destiny. The cards do not dictate your life. So you have the power to create your own reality through your intentions. So if you see something unfolding in a way that you do not like, you have the power to correct it. Okay. All right. So let's get started for Capricorn for 2022. What is going on with Capricorn 2022? Please. First card is the Chariot in reverse. All right, so let's do what's going on with Capricorn: career, money, education. Capricorn 2022, please. Capricorn 2022. We have Ace of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, Cancer energy so far. So maybe coming up with new ideas or stuff like that when it comes to career. But we'll get some more cards to clarify what's going on with card number 3, Capricorn 2022. We have ego, vanity, and pride. Home and stability for Capricorn in 2022, please. Home and stability for Capricorn. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. What major changes are taking place for Capricorn in 2022, please? The Emperor. So some type of change possibly to stability, maybe even like a job, a career. Some of you may be maybe going into a new career, have ideas for something different, or possibly for some of you, there could be like I see like upheaval and instability, something like that. But we're going to get more cards to clarify. Tell me about romance for Capricorn 2022. Romance for Capricorn in 2022. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. So you may not be giving to someone, or maybe someone's not giving to you, but it's like a lack of balance when it comes to romance. What is going on with Capricorn? Tell me about this Chariot reverse, please. Chariot reverse. So the major energies we have here so far is air energy, we have fire, Emperor, and Cancer. We do have Earth with the 6 of Pentacles. Tell me about the Chariot. Right, so we have engineer, ability to give creative energy and a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions for common dilemmas. This came out too. I just want to see what it was. Child eternal. So let's focus on the engineer. The light attributes are the ability to give creative energy a practical expression. That makes a lot of sense with the Ace of Air and the Ace of Wands coming out. Some of you may be wanting to move, like physically move or change jobs, but I also see like an idea or movement when it comes to like some type of upheaval, possibly leaving where you are and going to a new direction, or more like a new home or something like that. But there's like some type of an idea, but there's also distractions, lack of direction, and delays here because the Ace of Wands is coming out reverse. We also have the Chariot coming out reverse. The Chariot upright is taking action, movement forward, travel. But it's reverse. So for some of us, we may be starting out the year or having to struggle throughout the year with distractions and delays, possibly. I don't know if there's like tiredness, fatigue I'm getting, but this is something to be aware of and to work on if you feel like that's coming, if that is taking place with you. But I feel like you have what this is saying is the ability to give creative energy, which is the Ace of Wands, a practical expression, something practical here, which is energy of Earth sign. Capricorn is very practical, air sign practical, but also very logical. Okay. A talent for designing solutions and creating ideas. You're finding like ways to get out of problems, or you're coming up with solutions if things have been delayed in the past. The shadow attribute of the engineer is a reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So it's being a little bit too rigid, possibly cold, thinking just totally logically and practically without thinking about like the emotional aspects, without having that type of energy, which Capricorn can come across. I think I'm a Capricorn too, so I don't necessarily think that I'm that way, but I know that people can see me that way. So that could be something to be aware of. Here we also have child eternal, light attributes, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. We definitely see that with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Air. That's new potential, new things. The shadow attributes of this can be an inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So that's not, I don't know if that's really a big Capricorn attribute, but not every Capricorn is the same. So some of you may have people that are very dependent on you, or you may be depending on somebody. But I also kind of see coming up with ideas to break out of dependency. And that could be dependency maybe still living at home. It could be dependency as far as money, but for a lot of us, it can be a dependency on a relationship, possibly a husband, a spouse here with the Emperor, because there is some type of change going on with this Emperor. There's like a change to your foundation here, delays and stagnancy here with the Chariot, but there you're also coming up with ideas to make things work. For some of you, there could be a lack of movement in career, or actually getting cut from a career, and that kind cut from your job or something like that, or you purposely leaving a job because of, and that's why we have like this change in stability here and in the home. But this is not like, when you see stuff like this, you have the ability to control this. So don't like freak out, because you have the utmost ability to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. And with the Ace of Air, I do see that you're staying logical. You're not like, I see you formulating plans, if that's the case for some of you. But I see Capricorns here who are very logical and practical. And whatever it is that you're doing, you may be purposely, for a lot of you, you're actually leaving a job or going towards a different direction in what you want to do, possibly for your money, the way that you earn money and careers. For some of you, this is strictly also like moving away from a relationship that was not working, moving out, moving on from someone who didn't give back, there was no forward movement in that relationship. There was no reciprocity in that relationship. This person kind of controlled the dynamic of the relationship and was controlling in some kind of way, especially for those of you who may have been dealing with like a Cancer or an Aries, I see here, who just wasn't giving to the connection, lack of reciprocity. But I feel like you are cutting that person out, and you don't care about that relationship as much. It's not that meaningful to you anymore. You're kind of moving on. But let's see. Tell me about the Ace of Air for Capricorn. I feel like whatever it is that you're working on, we have family room. So definitely, some of you may work from home. I see that a lot of you, where things weren't working out in the past, there's something that you're moving forward to, but it's like it's not going as possibly as fast as you want it to. So you're having to stay the course. You're having to stay on top of things. You can't slip up. You're wanting to turn this Chariot and this Ace of Wands around, because there's some type of new direction that you're trying to go in. And so it's like you're formulating ideas and working on going in that direction. But it's a task. It's not coming, it's like it's not developing very easily, but it's still there. It's still a possibility. You're still working on it and working towards it. For some of you here, we have ego, vanity, and pride. I see a lot of you too actually wanting to move and coming up with ideas to move to like a different home, a different location. Tell me about vanity and pride. Why do we have this for Capricorn? Privileged lady. There could be some ego issues too. So you have to work on kind of like ego, vanity, pride, because that can cause miscommunication. That can be the cause of things not working out. If you are overly obsessed with maybe money, overly obsessed with money, or overly obsessed with like looks, it could be getting in the way. Jealousies, things like that, but too much pride and vanity could be affecting like your relationships with people and communications, siblings, friends, even possibly lovers. Tell me about this Ace of Wands, reverse, mature woman. I feel like a lot of you are, I don't know, this could be like maturity. Um, I feel like once you start to get over whatever this is having to do with ego, pride, and vanity, or at least working on it, because it's not something that you just get over, within a couple of days. But once you start to work on this, there's a lot more maturity that comes in relationships because you grow in maturity, and so then you end up with this Ace of Wands. I feel like once there's like maturity in you or how you feel about yourself. For some of you, ego, vanity, and pride is like out of insecurities, having to be almost perfect all the time and in the way that you look around people, maybe social status, things like that. But there's a need to kind of not let that overtake be such a big factor in what's going on with you mentally, because it can alienate people, it can be overboard, and it can cause delays and things that you want to do. So I feel like once you start working on that and maturing a little bit, then we get this Ace of Wands upright. Tell me about the Emperor pathway. See, creating a pathway. There's some type of pathway that you're creating here, but you have to learn to trust like your intuition. And it looks like it's not, the Chariot is all about willpower and focus. So some of us are having to really, really come into 2022 focused and taking action on what it is that we're trying to do. And for some of us, it's involving dealing with like feelings of insecurity that maybe stem from childhood or from a previous relationship, but I'm feeling like possibly feeling insecure about your looks. Some of you maybe doing things like literally like having maybe surgeries or stuff like that to improve things that you want to improve with your looks and stuff like that. That could also be something that you're doing in 2022 or working towards. But there's some type of pathway that's opening up for you here in 2022 here with the letter 8. And this is going to be some type of change, but it's going to require focus. I see a lot of you purchasing a new home, selling and buying a new home, going in a different direction, creating a new pathway as far as job. You may actually start working for yourself, or at least creating that. Once you start to get focused and you push through, push forward, that's taking action, that's having that willpower to move on, to push through whatever it is that you're trying to do. This pathway opens up here. This is the change you're going to be creating, or it could just happen in 2022, but it comes through creating it, obviously, with this air and this Ace of Swords and Chariot. And a lot of you could be like having your own business here with the Emperor. Mature woman, privileged lady. This is like the Empress to me as well, the privileged lady. So I see a lot here having to do with like formulating your own business plan, or having your own business. Money could have something to do with travel. I don't know if any of you've heard of the Merkaba or the Merkaba, something like that, but that has a lot to do. It is related in some ways to the Chariot card, especially when we're talking about like spirituality. And there's like a technique that I've heard of, some type of meditation technique or practice. It's very spiritual practice, but some of you might want to look into that if you're interested in that kind of stuff. That might be really beneficial in helping you to formalize, like create, materialize these goals that you're looking to establish, that you're heading towards, that you're wanting to create for yourself. Opening up this pathway here. So there's a change here when it comes to that. I feel like a lot of you are working towards your own financial stability and not really working for somebody else and working for yourself. Once you get focused here, what is going on for Capricorns in the romance sector? What is going on for Capricorns in the romance sector? Why do we have the Six of Pentacles, please? Five of Cups. So you may still be kind of heartbroken or mourning over a relationship that didn't work out here with the Six of Pentacles. Lack of equal give and take. So still trying to move on. Five of Cups is also crying over spilled milk, not seeing other opportunities that are in front of you because you're kind of focused on someone else that didn't work out, where there is no forward movement. If there's a change in, if some of you are, there's a change when it comes to this Emperor, and this Emperor is like a husband figure, a spouse. That could be dissolving, and you may spend some time mourning over a loss of when it comes to that. But let's see. Why do we have the Five of Cups? Why do we have this Five of Chalices, please? I just see I see some type of, yeah, walking away. Eight of Cups. Someone may have walked away, decided to go in a new direction. So when it comes to like the home, there may be someone, and this is probably you, going in another direction. This could be you walking away from a marriage or a long-term commitment. This is definitely for those of you who are in a marriage or in a long-term commitment. There is instability when it comes to that. There's some kind of walking away, maybe being a little sad over something not working. Let's see, is there anything new coming in for Capricorn for 2022? Anything new coming in? New in romance, new love, new connections coming in for Capricorn in 2022, please? New love connections for Capricorn 2022. We have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like someone is coming in to talk to you. Someone wants to rush in and speak to you. Or you're going to be rushing in and speaking to someone. Ten of Cups. This could be the person that you've left or divorced from. But someone wants to actually rush in and they want to talk. What is this message here? What is the message? Judgment. So someone may be coming back because they want a second chance. So, I mean, that's up to you whether you want to give someone a second chance. Someone could be mourning over you walking away. Because you may be the one that's not giving someone a second chance or not wanting to or cutting someone out. I almost feel like you're the one that's saying you're sick of a relationship or there's no forward movement and you're paving a pathway elsewhere. For a lot of you, you're wanting to move away. Some of you may have issues or you're working on having a child, and that's kind of a separate from what I was just talking about. But some of you may be wanting to start a family and it's taking some planning, some with the Ace of Wands reversed. It's like it's not happening right away. But in romance here, I feel like someone's wanting to come back and have a second chance. Who's coming towards Capricorn romantically in 2022? Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this could also be someone saying that they don't want a relationship. It's over. So those are for you who are in a relationship. You're either telling someone it's over or they are. And if you're not with anybody, then you have someone, it looks like from the past, wanting a second chance. Who is coming towards Capricorn in 2022? Two of Wands. Who is coming towards Capricorn in 2022, please? King of Swords and the Three of Cups. So again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy around you, or you're in this energy, very practical and logical, really not putting up with a lot, very mature, almost to the point where it may seem to other people that you have a big ego. But I just feel like you're not putting up with people's nonsense because you're focusing more on you guys. For some of you, you're focusing really, really a lot on creating like your own business. But we have the King of Swords and the Three of Cups wanting to coming towards you. So again, this is someone wanting to take action towards you, making a decision to open up and talk and wanting a second chance. Someone wants a second chance here. But I don't know if you're going to give to it. Because this could be somebody who's very cold and very distant and was not giving to you in the past. And they were putting you in third party connections, stuff like that. And that's not really what you're looking for. But with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's like something you don't really want to go back to. You're stating very clearly that you want family, that you want a home. You know what it is that you want. And so if someone's coming back kind of like, because the Three of Cups can be third party, it's having a good time, it's wanting to, this person could be kind of domineering in a way. But I don't see you going back to this person. I see you rejecting them. Yeah. I see you turning somebody down if this is a person that you are already with. Let's see, what additional messages do we have for Capricorn? Additional messages for Capricorn, advice for Capricorn, please. It says answer the call. When he calls, answer the call. Don't let pride keep your love broken when your heart wants to fix it. They might be worth a second chance. Okay, and we have pride here, pride and vanity here. So that could be something to consider because I do see that you don't want to give something a second chance. Because you have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't see you wanting to give to someone. You're not reciprocating. You may have plans to completely ghost this person or cut this person out. You may want them to call you just so that you could just ghost them. You know, I'm not going to lie. I've very, very petty, very, very petty, I know. But I see you not wanting to give to someone. Let's get another card. Advice for Capricorn. Another card of advice for Capricorn. It says the Sun. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. Yeah, definitely brand new ideas that lead to success. You're definitely paving a pathway for yourself when it comes to major stability. I see a lot of money, being privileged, and a lot of you creating your own kind of business or something and going towards that direction. But it's going to take, some of you may not be focused. It's going to take getting focused though and turning this chariot around, because you have some type of idea. You know what you want. It looks like something that's going to be very successful once you start to focus and believe and have confidence in yourself that you can do things, that you can do it, you can make it happen. I see a lot of, I definitely see that panning out, because this is like the Empress to me. So this is abundance, the Emperor, stability. So you're creating some type of pathway here. You just have to get focused and stay focused, because you're creating a pathway. You're going in a new direction, something that can be very successful. Let's do an angel answers card and then we'll be done, Capricorn. So what is the answer to, go ahead and think of a question. What is the answer to Capricorn's question? We have within the next few months. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I wish you all a blessed 2022, and I will catch you next year. Bye.